Last night's hatch closing occurred at 6:31 p.m. Central Time on Thanksgiving evening, following a holiday repast on board the shuttle station complex. During the 11-plus days of docked operations, the Shuttle Endeavour delivered equipment that's going to help the space station double its crew in size, up to 6 people at a time for continuing periods. Delivering a new water recycling system, an advanced resistive exercise machine, 2 new sleep stations, a new galley, and a refrigerator that will allow them to have cold drinks on board for the first time. During the mission, 4 spacewalks accomplished all of the objectives that were planned, primarily cleaning, lubricating, and installing new bearing assemblies on the starboard solar alpha rotary joint that allows the space station's solar rays to rotate and track the sun and generate electricity for the activities inside. The crew also did preventive maintenance lubrication of the port side solar alpha rotary joint. And the starboard solar alpha rotary joint did a 2-lap rotation that engineers are still evaluating data for them, but the preliminary look was that it much improved the condition of that joint.
We're going to send you over DTV camera A. Visually, the shutter appears to be open, although we don't have an indication on CADs of that.
And Endeavour, copy that, Fergie. We see the picture. We also don't have that indication on the ground. We'll have more words for you in a minute.
Copy.
Yeah, this is Mission Control Houston, Commander Chris Ferguson reporting on the shutter for the trajectory control sensor that's mounted between the shuttle's orbiter docking system and the aft portion, the aft bulkhead of the crew cabin. It's used to provide precise tracking data for the rendezvous, or the undocking and fly around in this case. Again, today's undocking from the space station by Endeavour scheduled for 8:47 a.m. Central Time. Activities are continuing to place the space station in the proper attitude for undocking that completed just a few minutes ago. The crew now moving into the rendezvous timeline as it is configuring the digital autopilot for the upcoming separation and fly around. Space station's solar arrays will be feathered into the undocked position, as will the Russian solar arrays, and then the undocking scheduled for 8:47 and 39 seconds a.m. Central Time, just over Taiwan. The shuttle will provide initial separation pulses at 8:48 a.m. and then snap and hold its attitude at 8:49 p.m. before flying a full fly around of the International Space Station to document its condition. Pilot Eric Bowe will be at the controls on the aft flight deck for that activity, which will occur at a distance of approximately 600 feet between the shuttle and station.
Go ahead on two, please.
So, Mike, I have some good news and some bad news. The good news is we got your nose camera, and it looks great. We see it, and we copy. And we won't have it until the orbiter is 397 feet away, and that should be at 1521.
Okay, Terry, that's not bad news. I think this is expected. The good news is that we have a good line down, so I just need to adjust some camera settings on the new camera, and that's a good thing, and that's easily done. So that helped me a lot with my troubleshooting. So thanks.
Okay, no problem.
And just to make sure we're complete, the ACS loading procedure for the departure, I'm complete up to step 3. All the checks are done, and I'll make the call to the orbiter about 1/2 past.
Sounds good, Mike. Thanks for the tag up. Denver Houston Air to Ground 2 for TCS CAD. Recommend on the CAD software commands open shutter. We see the same thing that you do. Down here on the ground we see that the shutter status is not open, although the picture looks great.
Okay, Steve, we're taking a look at that, and the open shutter status is currently grayed out.
Okay, copy. We concur with that indication, and we hope this will fix it. So under CAD's commands, open shutter.
Hey, Steve, I'm not sure we copied your last after we told you that the standby command was grayed out. I'm sorry, the shutter command was grayed out.
Okay, I think I misunderstood what you said. Under commands, the open shutter command is actually grayed out and not selectable. Is that correct? Okay, stand by.
That is correct. And Steve, Dr. Pettit suggests sending the standby command first and then trying it.
Okay, no surprise. We concur with Dr. Pettit's plan. Send the standby command and then the manual open shutter.
Okay, well, let's see how that works.
This is Mission Control Houston. That conversation between Chris Ferguson on Endeavour and Steve Robinson here in Mission Control about the trajectory control sensor. We're looking at a picture of that. It is located between the orbiter docking system and the aft bulkhead of the shuttle crew cabin. It provides laser range finding.
Great. Way to go, crew.
Crew reporting a sticky door for that